Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles and I am in my backyard and I wanted to give you a little update, sort of slash life update about what I've been doing lately. I'm going through a period of a lot of stress, let's say it like that. I am leaving Bolivia in about 3 weeks. I have my tickets ready to go to Chile on the 16th of November. So I'll be leaving with my son, and my hubby's going to follow about 2 weeks later. He has to finish work and stuff, and we are not coming back to Bolivia. I'm going to spend about 2 months in Chile for the summer with family, and then mid-January we'll be heading off to the new place. So about that, I'm preparing a really special vlog to announce that, and I'm making a few garments to go with that announcement that'll just make it more special. So keep your eyes peeled for that video. I'll probably title it special announcement or something like that. So that'll come soon. I'm still sewing a lot. So I want to tell you a funny story. The other day I was happily sewing. I was finishing my Dune tank, that red and green one you might have seen the other day, and I only had the neckbands to go, and my overlocker just stopped working, and I was freaking out. Like, I swear by my semi-industrial Chinese overlocker. It sews through anything. It never breaks down. I have another one of these in Chile at my mom's house, and it's over 20 years old, and it's been used to death, and it's never broken down, nothing. So hubby was kind enough to take it in for me to have it checked, and it was just the most stupid thing. Anyway, I filmed a little clip for you to see what was wrong. I've shown you my overlocker before. I'll just show you a bit more. It's Dragonfly. It's a Chinese semi-industrial overlocker, and it just uses 3 threads, as you see at the back there. There's a bunch of threads and stuff. This is my real sewing room. Anyway, the other day I broke it, supposedly. This thing is what drives the motor and makes it work, this plastic thing. And it just stopped turning, and the motor he would just zzz, and it wouldn't work. So my husband took it in to have it checked, and the guy that fixes the machines wasn't there, but there was this other lady that just sews in another like sewing booth, and she sold my husband this thing, a new one, with the grand total cost of $1. And then she's like, that's not the problem, you're missing a screw here. So there's these 2 little screws that keep this nice and tight, and somehow one had fallen off. And when my husband told me, just under there, I found the bloody screw. Look at it. So that had come off at some point. I never noticed, and that made this come loose, this motor thing, and so that this plastic wasn't creating the tension it needed. Anyway, I thought I'd share that because it really wasn't broken. It was my fault. So I can't believe, because of one tiny screw that had fallen off, I hadn't noticed, that motor was just going back and not letting that little wheel thingy to turn around anymore. So I mean, yeah, I'm so glad it was such a stupid thing. But you know, I don't know if it happens to you, but when your sewing machines break, it's like the end of the world. You know what I mean? I remember being like 15, and my Singer that I used that time broke, and my dad was like saying, oh yeah, I'll fix it someday, you know, take a rest from sewing, and he was saying things like that, and I was like, crying and crying, until they sort of realized, yeah, I think sewing's really important for her, so I had it fixed and stuff, you know. So same with my overlocker. It's so limiting, you know, and I didn't have it with me for about 3 days, and I still kept sewing, and I did do the zigzag on some stuff, and I'm like, oh, I really hate zigzagging. It's just so horrible. So yeah, now that I have my overlocker back, I think I'll go back and overlock over those zigzags, because I really hate that. The other thing that I wanted to share with you, and it's not sewing related, some of you might know I'm a bit of a like fitness person. I do a lot of weightlifting and running, and I used to be a triathlete. Now triathlon is gone out of the picture here in Bolivia because there's no like ocean, like you can't swim. They don't have triathlons here, and I don't really have a pool access, like to train. If I wanted to cycle, I would probably kill myself on the street because it's just the cars, there's just no cycling culture. So the only thing I can keep going is my running, and running is very, very hard. I used to run full marathons and half marathons. You know, full marathons are always hard, but half marathons, I was basically year round ready to run them. Here, I have run some 10K and it's been very difficult because of the high altitude. I've never adapted to the low oxygen levels. For life, I have, but not for running. You know, when you're running, I think it's one of the most strenuous things you can do to yourself. You know, your heart rate goes up and it's just harder for me to adapt. But the other day I had a really great success and very satisfying for me, and I participated in a 7K run from a little town to the campus where I live. I live in a university campus, and the university was having anniversary celebrations, and they organize for the students and other people this 7K run. So it's basically the run I trained for the whole year, and I was able to complete it. And I have a little bit of pictures here for you to see, so I'll put that in there now. Oh, I hope I am not boring you with this video because it's got a lot of stuff. You know, it's mainly sewing related, you know. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is as I'm sorting out clothes that I want to keep and take and all sorts, you know, I have a pile of things that are to give away, things that are to throw away, things to keep. And there's a big pile of things to mend. And I absolutely hate mending clothes. Like, oh, it's just... Anyway, I had 5 of my husband's pants, and we bought them here. The waist fits, you know, but he likes the slim leg style. That's that's the aesthetic he likes to go to work and everything. But here that look doesn't really go. Like, people don't dress like that. So I had 5 pants to like narrow, and yeah, I just wanted to vent my frustrations because I read someone put up a post on Instagram. I can't remember who it was, but it basically said asking a seamstress to make alterations is like asking Picasso to paint your garage, and it is just so frustrating. I think these 5 pants took me 2 whole days to do because I had to unstitch and unpick, and oh, anyway, I'm done with that, and I have a load more. And they are really good quality clothes, and you know, we don't want to get rid of them. We just have to fix them to make them fit him. And fitting my husband is each of these pants are different. Like, they're not the same brand, they fit all differently, so each one of them I have to fit exactly to him every time. And he never wants to like take his pants off and try these on, and anyway, I'm getting that done, and it's, you know, free labor for no satisfaction. I'm not making a lovely garment, whatever. So I just wanted to vent that, and that is totally sewing related. Now, the other thing I want to do is show you my wardrobe. Now, last week I did a whole cleanup of my wardrobe, and I filmed a few clips, so I'll show them to you now. I have an empty-ish wardrobe up there that I'm going to use for organizing, and here's my whole wardrobe of some things. It doesn't look like much, but each hanger has like 10 things. And look at the floor. I've got everything of summer things there. Look, my little son's there. I've got other things, and I'm making piles. Like over there, I've got things to give away, to throw away, more things to give away. Yeah, oh, this is gonna be a mess. I basically have to decide what's going and what's going in boxes and what I'm gonna take in my one suitcase. I've made some progress. My bed is a mess. That's all my woven dresses, woven fabrics all piled up. These are my dresses made of knits. Here all my skirts, and this pile here is all my tank tops and blouses. All this little pile here, that is all my cami tops, and this is all winter stuff. Here my kimonos and black tank tops and my lace dresses, my culottes, some cardigans, and I've got all my jackets still hanging there. On the door of the wardrobe, I have stuff that I have to modify. Like, I don't want to get rid of them, so I'm going to transform them into something else, but only if it's a really quick fix. That, I'm getting rid of all that. I'm going to donate that so people can sell it here. You know, whatever, I'm donating that. And this is for specific purposes, gifts I'm going to give people, specific people that I know here. And now I have to figure out what I can survive with minimally for like the next 3 months, and the rest put away to pack up in boxes. Little curious kitty, don't jump off, I'm going to take you down. Now in my stash, I have sorted this out as well. Here I have loads of really thin fabrics, like very thin, like crepes, and they take up no space at all. These are like cottons and things. Up there is like some knit fabrics. Over here on the top, very bulky knit fabrics, and those are the ones I'm trying to sew up as much as I can. Linens, more, it's just crazy. That is my fabric stash. It's quite a lot, but I am packing that into boxes and taking that with me to the new place. This is my creativity cupboard, and it's this has been busting to the seams, but I've actually almost emptied out some of the spaces there. At the bottom, this is all lining fabric, different pajamas and things I used for lining. These are things I need to mend and fix and like alter to take. Yeah, so this is basically just scrap fabric and things I'll use. Whatever is left over, I'm not going to take unless it's very valuable, which nothing is. So I hope you found that interesting, seeing what I'm up to packing wise. I think the thing that was mostly stressing me was the clothes. Always sorting out like what I'm taking, what I'm not, what I'm keeping, and I have given away bags and bags of stuff, mostly ready to wear things that, you know, I'm not attached to them as much. The handmade, I just cannot get rid of. I keep them for decades, literally for decades. So yeah, I don't give away handmade stuff. Anyway, I have about 10 days of normal around that, because we are planning to start selling all of our things the 1st of November, around there. And then I won't have like a bed, I won't have a table. We'll be basically like camping on mattresses and that sort of stuff. If you're interested, let me know in the comments if you want to see this process of like moving. Moving with me vlogs. Maybe not sewing related, but sort of sewing related, because I think my sewing machine is the last thing I'm going to sell. I'll probably be sewing until the last day I leave, because that's, yeah, it's life, you know, sewing is life. So the sun is basically setting. It's looking quite grey over there, so I'm gonna have to stop blabbing. Yeah, although I didn't show you any makes, I just wanted to update you about what I've been doing and what's going on. So yeah, that's it for now. I shall go back to sewing as much as I can. I am sewing like mad. Like, I don't even, yeah, I'm sewing. If you think I sewed a lot before, you should see how much I'm trying to sew up now, because I just want to get through that stash, I'm going a bit nuts. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye.